So I've watched a fair few movies in my time, and the ones that resonate with me the most are the ones that has a lot of depth and meaning behind the message. They stick with me because of the deepness and the impact it has made. One of those movies is The Pursuit of Happyness, where Will Smith and his son Jaden acted as actual father and son in the movie. The Pursuit of Happyness follows the real life story of Chris Gardner, a struggling salesman who faces homelessness while trying to provide for his young son. Despite numerous challenges and setbacks, Gardner perseveres, demonstrating immense resilience and determination in pursuit of a better life for himself and his son. Through sheer perseverance, hard work, and unwavering belief in himself, Gardner eventually rises above his circumstances and achieves remarkable success, proving that with determination and grit, anything is possible. Now, I've watched this movie countless of times, and every time I watch it, it gets me because of the sheer brutality and rawness of it. It's a great reminder of the reality of life and how difficult and challenging life can be. But if you stick it through, success is inevitable. So in this video, I wanted to share 4 powerful lessons I learned from The Pursuit of Happyness and how it impacted my life in a positive way. If you have not watched the movie, I highly recommend you watch it. But let me warn you, it's very deep, very raw, and very authentic. The first lesson is perseverance in the face of adversity. In the movie, you can witness Chris Gardner's relentless pursuit of a better life. Despite facing homelessness, financial struggles, and constant rejections in his job search, the amount of adversity he had to go through and endure was not to be underestimated. There was a scene where him and his son had to sleep in the toilet of a subway because they did not have anywhere to stay. You can see Gardner trying to keep it together, but tears was coming down his eyes whilst his son was sleeping on his lap. This was a very raw, hard-hitting scene. You can see the emotions in his face and the environment he put himself in. In spite of all of this, Gardner showed a lot of perseverance and resilience to keep going, to keep fighting against all odds and not to give up. It's a great reminder for all of us that no matter what you are going through, no matter how difficult life can be in this moment of time, that perseverance and endurance through these tough times is the only way through. When I left the corporate world to start the Mats Academy from zero, I had to go through so much adversity, so much suffering, so much pain. There was constant stress, constant problems, constant rejections when no one wanted to use my service, even though I was willing to do it for free. Family, friends were all against what I was trying to do and build. There were many dark moments that made me question myself and my life. But I knew that if I give up whilst I'm in the storm, then the storm would take me and I will vanish. The only way I can overcome this was to endure and persevere. It was to keep going even though I could not see any results coming my way. You know, it's very easy to keep going when everything is going in your favor. You see the numbers going up and you have momentum. That's easy, anyone can do this. But the real test is when you see nothing working. You keep getting rejected and everything you try fails. That's when you see your true test of character. Are you able to keep going even though you see no results of your doing? I knew that giving up for me was not an option and that walking away from adversity would leave me with regrets in the long run. I endured and kept going even though it was painful. Looking back at it, it was the best thing that I could have done for myself because of how far I've come. Adversity is what makes us stronger, wiser, and sharper. If we stop when the going gets tough, there will be no character development. There will be no improvement. We will just be stale. So remember, when adversity comes, persevere and endure it because the future you will be grateful that you went through it. The second lesson is belief in oneself. In the movie, Gardner tells his son, don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. You got a dream? You gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something? Go get it. Period. Gardner had a lot of self-belief despite all the struggles and pain he had to go through. He kept going even though the world said no. He had so much self-belief in himself that he was willing to endure the suffering and challenging periods. This part of the scene where he tells his son, don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something, is very powerful and shows to us his belief system and how he conducts his life. I would never have been able to start up the Mats Academy if I had no self-belief in myself. There would have been no way. If I don't believe in myself, then no one else will. will. I knew in myself that I had something to give to people. Now, that does not mean it will be easy. In fact, it was the complete opposite, full of obstacles, full of challenges. There were many times I was asking myself, why is the world against me? Why is everyone saying that I can't do it or not willing to give me a chance? It's easy during those turbulent times to self-doubt and start to believe that it will not work. But this is where your self-belief, your faith in the cause will help you to get through these difficult periods. Belief has to come from within, even if the world says otherwise. People will always try to bring you down, as they have for me, but you should use that as fuel to prove them wrong. If they say you can't, you should hear it as I can. If they say it's impossible, you should hear it as it's possible. You might ask, how do I build self-belief? By taking action, by doing. You have a vision? Great. But to build that self-belief even more, you have to take action and start doing. The more evidence you have under your belt, which in this case is doing the work, the more you will start to see that it can work, even if the world has not caught up yet. Remember, in the beginning, only you can see the vision. Don't expect anyone else to. As you start building that vision into reality by taking consistent action for a prolonged period of time, others will start to take notice and see what you are building. Believe in yourself and the rest will follow. The third lesson is the importance of sacrifice. Gardner's sacrifices for his son, including sleeping in shelters and lining up for homeless shelter beds, showcase the length a parent is willing to go to for their child's well-being. Sacrifice comes in many shapes and forms. When you have a goal and a vision, there will be a certain sacrifice you need to make in order to achieve that vision. In my early days of starting the academy, both my family and friends were not supportive of the venture. In fact, they were totally against it. Now, I tried to explain my reasonings behind it, but it came to no avail. I then realized that I can't keep them in my life for this period of time if I want to achieve the vision of building this academy. I did not want negativity and doubts to creep in, so I left home, cut most of my friends out, and did not speak with my family for over 2 years. This was a sacrifice I needed to make for me to grow and the business to work. I was very tunnel vision in that I did not go to much social gatherings. My mind was fully focused on the business. Now, to some, they would say you are wasting your life and not making the most of what life has to offer. I disagree. You can't make your vision a reality when your attention is all over the place and you have too many distractions going on. It will not work. To me, the equation was very simple. If I wanted it as bad as I said, then my actions would need to prove it. In hindsight, I don't regret what I did or the sacrifices I had to make on this journey because it got me to where I am today. If you have a goal or vision, understand that you will have to make some sort of sacrifice on your journey to make your vision a reality. This could be you wanting to buy a house, which means saving becomes now a priority. This could be you wanting to start a business, which means having to go through the many downs and pains of the startup journey. It goes back to what is your goal and what you want to achieve. The desire has to be there or else it will not work. The fourth lesson is opportunities can arise from adversity. Gardner's encounter with a stockbroker while parking his car opens a door to an internship opportunity, highlighting how unexpected opportunities can emerge from challenging circumstances. A lot of people pick and choose what opportunities they want to accept. That would depend on the stage of life you are in. When you are starting out and are a beginner, you should not be picky of the opportunities that you want to take. You should take each one and learn from the experience. As you get more and more experience and you start doing really well, you can start to choose which opportunities you want to say yes to and which opportunities you want to say no to. When going through challenging periods, we think that nothing is coming or going our way, but it's in those very moments that unexpected opportunities arise. You can't predict it or know how it will come, hence the word unexpected. But what you can do is prepare yourself to take it when that opportunity does come your way. Sometimes we don't even see that opportunity because we are in our heads so much from the hurt and the pain that we are going through that we can't see things clearly. This is normal, of course, but it's important to realize that the more you push and the more challenging it is, the bigger the opportunity. This is why most people can't or won't do it, because of the pain they have to go through and endure. I truly believe that if you genuinely want to achieve your vision, you will be prepared to go through thick and thin to make it work no matter what. That was my mentality and still is today. If this is the vision I want to create, I know I have to go all in or else it will be a half-hearted attempt. Yes, I will have to go through the pain, the suffering, but the pain and suffering of today will be easier to digest than the pain of regret and thinking, what if? So I hope you can take some valuable lessons from this video and apply it in your own personal life. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.